Other side.
There was something wrong in this transition between putting on a flash drive and here, for some reason, it's saving later version of my project where it's actually missing slides of my work. It's really weird. So honestly, you don't do it as is, but I had a slide that explained the key terms that we've used that you guys wouldn't necessarily know. It would be the slide after this, so I'm just going to spend the time explaining it now. I'm Cameron. I'm a junior here. We have a photography elective here, and I have been taking part in it for the past like 2 years now. It's one of my favorite electives. Is that I've been exploring a lot this year, experimenting with black and white photography, because previously all I did was color photography. I didn't even think about it. I thought I'm going to try something new. So before I get started, I'm going to explain some key terms so you don't get confused. Desaturation, I'll just show you the examples of that. So this picture I took a while ago, quite some time ago actually. What I did was instead of taking it completely new and going back to the site, I just made it black and white in Photoshop, desaturated it. It's a laser pointer. So desaturation is basically the same levels of colors, but just none of it there. All the RGB is completely gone. So all the levels are exactly the same. The RGB, red, blue. Green.
What's RGB? Go, you explain it. Go ahead. Thank you.
Red, blue, and green is what makes up all the colors, basically. So, yeah, and then you have posterization, which basically is, it takes away levels from the image where there's only one type of color. So like you'll see more black instead of white. So you can kind of see it. It's not as clear in this picture, but it's clear in much other ones I have, where it seems like it's like gray and then black. Yeah, it's really, you can see the posterization here. Do you guys see the lines kind of in the clouds?
Mm-hmm.
That's posterization. It's where it takes away levels of colors, so it's the majority is more of one color than another. So the same thing applied to this picture. I took this a while ago and I just edited it. Basically made a selection on the trees to make them all dark, so it's no detail basically. This was taken during day, so you could clearly see the trees. So I decided I would have more detail in the clouds, so I just take away all the trees. And I just made a desaturation edit on the sky and posterized it too, so the clouds would have this kind of like funnel thing, so your eyes drag it towards it, kind of in the middle. This one too, I didn't really do anything to this other than, it's called a Sumi filter. I don't know what that really means, honestly. I applied it because I thought it looked really cool. But it makes everything kind of like stamped, like someone took a rubber stamp and stamped it. So I desaturated it, made it black and white. And then I made a selection on the clouds to make the clouds stand out, because it wouldn't have standed out, it would just look like white like everything else. So it makes it kind of look like it's coming out more.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Now, this one's texture. So the thing with black and white photography, it's about the texture, it's not about the color clearly. It's about what's in the photo and how the textures make that. So, well, it's right there. It's wood.
So Cameron, explain what the difference is. If I looked at it in color, would I not?
If you looked at this in color, you wouldn't see the texture in it as much as you would in black and white.
Why is that?
Because the different shades of black and gray stand out more than they would in color photography.
Yep.
And I also posterize the top where the trees are, so it doesn't stand out as much, so only the post glue. This one actually included not black and white photography, but I just started off with, made selection on the flower, then I inverted the selection, so it made it easier than selecting all around the flower. So I selected the flower, inverted the selection, made it black and white, And that's pretty much all I did. I didn't really do anything crazy to this. The full photo, the original, is actually much bigger, like that is in the far right-hand corner. So I just cropped it so that would come out more. This I also took a long time ago, I just edited. But I really like the water. You know, it's really just kind of like flashy. But what I did was basically desaturation and pasteurization. I made it so that the water would appear more white than the top of the rocks. The original was and this one, I was thinking about old photography, not necessarily black and white. I was thinking of old movies, kind of like Cowboys and stuff, how they're always kind of like yellow and grainy. And so I was outside and took a picture of a bird and I edited it. And actually you can see it on the photo, my lens needed to be cleaned that day. But I decided I'd roll with it because it looks cool. You can see the giant black smudge thing up there. It's like an easy fix, it's lazy. But what I did was I basically just applied a yellow warm photo filter to it. Back before digital photography, to really apply a photo filter, you had to put the filter over the lens cap, and it's like, you have different filters like warming yellow, warming red. So it shows a warming yellow one. And what it did was just really weird because I didn't expect it to do this the very first time. It made the clouds appear black instead of yellow too. So that black is actually the clouds. So it's really weird. Like I thought it would be around it. Yeah, I think this is the last one. I also took this a while ago too on one of our field trips, and it's really hard to explain because I don't remember my thought process. I made the pasteurization really, really low, so it's only like maybe 20 different colors in this photo. You can see how it's really clear in the top, but they got that kind of horizon thing going on. So I applied that, and then there was this kind of like, see, it was middle of the day, so it wasn't really a cloud. That black smudge, not smudge, but that black cloud thing is the opposite of where clouds would be at. So everything around that, those clouds, I inverted that. Is that the threshold on that? Threshold's kind of like pasteurization, but it's a lot more black. It's a lot, it sticks out more. So I did that, and I thought it looked really cool, so I left it.
So the black would actually be blue skies?
Yeah, it would actually be blue
Okay.
sky. Then I did another pasteurization with a tree in the far right-hand corner.